So, fourth part of our series on the professional presentation, Jim Reed at Summit Funding. And what I'm helping you on during this section is how to manage expectations. I think customer service is about telling the client no. I think you guys think customer service is about always saying yes. And that's where you screw up. It's impossible to always say yes. And people respect you when you say no. And they know you're fibbing when you say yes. Their gut tingles a little bit. They know you're just wanting the deal or you're just trying to please them. The problem with salespeople is they're too much of a pleaser. They want to say yes, yes, yes all the time, and then say, instead of having the guts to battle up front. You got to battle up front, because the battle at the end is way uglier and way worse and damages your reputation. The battle up front makes people respect you. And I know it's hard to believe, and at the time you just want that deal, and you're just trying to get that new realtor relationship, or you're just trying to take care of that existing top realtor relationship, and it's all not true. They want you to say no. When it comes to clients, we got to tell them the turbulent story to manage their expectations. So, here's the turbulent story. During the process, it is going to be ugly. I am going to beat you up for paperwork the entire time. Here's what's happened. I told you the story of I call it Loans 101, where the pendulum of getting mortgages swung way too easy to one side, and now it's swung way too difficult back the other way. And so the experience you're going to have as a borrower, if you've had a loan before, is, even if you had a loan a few years ago, we're getting regulated every 6 months, it seems, in our business. You're going to experience us asking you questions, asking you for documentation that you don't think we should need to ask for. You're going to feel like we've asked you for the same document 2, 3, and 4 times. And we have. That's the truth. And we're going to keep asking. You're going to have to save every pay stub. You're going to have to save every bank statement. You're going to have to explain every deposit. You're going to have to explain every cash deposit. Some of them we're not going to be able to use. It's ugly. And the reason it's so ugly is the mortgage business literally caused a global recession. That's a fact. And so it's a little nasty. But the truth is, they've got the money. The government insures 97% of these loans. They've got the money and they make the rules. They tell me what I have to do. So, have you ever been on a plane ride? Yes, I've been on a plane ride, Jim. How many planes ride have you been on? They say, 4 or 5. Were any of those 4 or 5 exactly alike? And they look at you. What do you mean? Well, listen. When you go on a plane ride, it's always a different destination, a different plane, a different captain, different stewardesses. The weathers are different. The airports are different. The terminal attendants are different. The luggage guy messes up sometimes. There's so many people involved in getting a passenger to another location. It's impossible for it to be predictable and super smooth all the time. Would you agree? Like, yeah. Guess what? Loans are the same way. We got me and you, you're a realtor, the other realtor, the seller, we got the processor, we got the underwriter, the doc jar, the funder, the shipper, the insurer, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae. It gets ugly. Appraiser, home inspector. It's that many people involved in getting into this house. Pest inspection, roof inspection. It's that weird. So when that happens, there's going to be some turbulence. Now here's my promise. I will call you. I will tell you what the turbulence is. I'll tell you how we're getting around it. And I'll bring the plane in and land it. If I tell you I can get you a loan, you'll get a loan. Just know we're going to be bugging you for lots of stuff. Now, does that sound okay? Do you understand? And they say, yes. You got to remember to say, do you understand? Does it make sense? And they say, yes. Because during the transaction, when they're emotional and they're trying to get into their house and their spouse is freaking out and grandma's coming over, planning on coming in 2 weeks, and now she's going to have to change her flight, they're going to get emotional. And then when you can remind them of the airplane story and say, gosh, I'm sorry this is happening. Remember when we were in our first meeting and I told you about the turbulence story, the airplane story, about how many people are involved in these transactions and how hard it is to predict? They'll be like, yeah, I remember. It's happening. Now the good news is we are going to land. But we're just going to need another 4 or 5 days. They'll be like, okay. Because you can bring them back out of their emotional state because, and only because, you told them it was going to happen. If you didn't tell them it was going to happen, They ain't going back. They're just going to freak out, tell the realtor you're no good. Realtor's going to try another lender. So being a great loan officer is not about having a perfect system or working at a perfect company. It's about having the guts to tell the turbulent story and manage expectations. That's the truth.